Hi, welcome to PowerPoint. This is OS 136, section 5001 for the spring semester of 2014. We are starting February 10th and we will get finished before May 16th, but that's the last day on the catalog. My name is Michelle Whitman, and you probably watched the introduction video. You probably know that I am in Arizona for the semester. I don't have office hours currently on campus. I only have online office hours, and so the best way to get in touch with me if you're having difficulties is by emailing me at michelle.whitman@kishwaukeecollege.edu. Monday through Friday, I try to get back to you within an hour or two. On the weekends, I try to just unplug, so it may be like Sunday evening before I can get back to you on the weekend. So if you have any problems, please try to get back to me early. Again, please don't email me through the D2L email. I have so many classes on there that checking email in 15 different places is too much. So I just would prefer it if you email me through the Kishwaukee College email. As I'm kind of clicking in here, let's just look down through the syllabus a little bit. Mostly we are going to be using PowerPoint. Basically, we're creating what we call slideshows to enhance presentations at meetings, in classes, and at trade shows. You're going to be using graphics, scanned images, and short videos. And then you'll be using PowerPoint, which is part of Microsoft Office. You can get this as part of a trial from the Microsoft website. You can also go to the bookstore and purchase it, but somehow you're going to have to be able to get it. Also, you can get it on campus. PowerPoint is in several different locations. We're going to be using PowerPoint 2013, so you want to be in classrooms over in like 1365, 1364, 1363, I believe. Those are all in the A wing, and then also in the large computer lab they now have 2013 on half of the computers in that room, so you should be able to find one in that room. Also, we have a computer lab just for office system students in 1370. So what are you going to learn? You're going to manage and create presentations, insert, format, shapes, and slides, create slide content, apply transitions and animations, and manage multiple presentations. We're going to be using the Wiley book. It's an ebook, so it's an online version. If you would like to use a paperback version, I can get that ISBN number, and you can get that off the internet if you'd like. We're also going to be using a geometrics card, which is a way to use your practice exams, and at the end we're going to do a practice exam for your final exam. We're not going to need that till we're getting closer to the end of April, so I'll get back to you on how you're going to use that later. Breakdown of the course requirements. Here we're looking at homework, 51%, circling back, which is a way of kind of going back into what you've just learned, is 21%, the final project is 14%, and then the geometrics final is 14%. I do a straight 90, 80, 70 scale, so it's pretty fair, but you could see the point totals there. So and then let's just see how we're going to cover it. It's generally one chapter a week. And sometimes you have circling back projects to do during the same week. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you'll have a circling back project due the same week as chapter 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then a circling back, and then 10, 11, and then the last circling back. And then we'll have 2 weeks to do the final project and the geometrics projects, and they're all due by May 12th. I need it to be done by then, even though our class ends on the 16th. That's the last day I have to turn in grades, so I do need a few days to grade your final projects. When you're looking at what's due, notice that it says Chapter 1, complete knowledge assessment, competency assessment, proficiency assessment, and mastery. And so basically what that means is at the end of the chapter, when you get to the end, there are some questions that you have to fill out and turn in. So the knowledge assessment are questions. It's like A, B, C, D kind of questions, or true, false, or fill in the blank, or even matching. So you fill that out in a Microsoft Word file and send that in. And then the competency assessments, proficiency assessments, and mastery assessments are all going to be on files that you'll either use that you're going to download from D2L in the chapter and use those files, or you will have to make a file. You know, if the chapter, at the end of the chapter, it says to make your own file, you may need to do that. So just be aware that it's all at the end of the chapter, all of these things. So from here on out, knowledge assessment, competency assessment, proficiency, and mastery, we're just going to name them KA, CA, PA, and MA. You could see the due dates. It's one each week. And then at the end of chapter 4, you do the exercises just like normal, but right after chapter 4, there's a thing called circling back, and so you finish that. Notice that your first one isn't due until after spring break, so you have basically 2 weeks to get this one done. But here you only have 1 week, so you want to make sure that on the 9th week that you are paying attention, that you're going to have a little bit extra work to do. Same thing on week 11, you're going to have a little bit of extra work to do, but then you'll have 2 weeks to get that final work done. Mostly just looking at some student expectations. We expect you to have an internet connection so that you can download and upload your files. And also you're going to need PowerPoint 2013. Also, you need to have a backup plan should your primary computer fail. Make sure that you're saving your files in more than one place in case you have some computer issues. Also, it's suggested that you have some kind of place to store your files in case you're going to be working in more than one place. So either that, or maybe just saving an extra copy, backup copy on a flash drive should your computer fail. Computer issues aren't going to be accepted as an excuse for late work, so make sure that you have a backup plan. D2L will be used throughout the course for homework submissions, so you must follow the video that I'm going to put up on how to upload your files. So make sure you know how to download your files and then upload your files, and make sure that that's the way that you're submitting your files. Sometimes the syllabus can change, so when it indicates a change, I will let you know and send out a new copy of the syllabus, just so you know, just in case we have a change in homework dates or a change in the way we're going to do things, point totals, things like that. I reserve the right to make a few changes just in case, weather problems, so on and so forth. Homework, quiz, exam policy. Homework is due on the date stated in the syllabus and on D2L. Okay, so I want it due that date. You do have 1 week to turn in late homework for 1/2 of the points. When you are turning in homework late, you must email it to me at michelle.whitman@kishwaukeecollege.edu. Please do not put it in the D2L area. The Dropbox will close on the due date, so you can't upload it there. Please do not upload it on the next week or anything like that, because that's very confusing. If you send it to me by email, I know that it's late. I know that I got it. I will send you a confirmation that I got it, but it is only worth half the point. So make sure that you get your homework in on time. And then final project, it's due by the scheduled day. It cannot be turned in late because I have to have some time to grade it. So make sure that you're getting that in on time. Students, my withdrawal policy might be a little bit different than your other instructors, so I'd like to talk about it. At the midterm, if I notice that you have not been actively pursuing the course, like for instance, you've only turned in 1 week of homework, or you have not come into the course, I will send you an email and let you know that I don't think that you are going to pass the course and that I will be withdrawing you at the midterm. You can always email me back and let me know what's going on, but usually by that point, if I'm sending you that email, it's serious, okay? And then after that point, let's say that you were doing just fine. Maybe you had a C or even a D, but then you kind of dropped out. After the halfway point, it is up to you to withdraw from the course. So basically what I'm saying is that I can't withdraw you after the midterm. You have to do that yourself. And so you want to make sure that if you decide that you're not doing so well by the end of the semester, you should drop the course. Okay? Incompletes, I really don't give them very often. You need to let me know if this is something that you are going to require. Usually I need like a hospital situation to do an incomplete, so I do not give them very often. Class cancellations. Because we are online, we shouldn't have any class cancellation problems. Academic dishonesty, I would like to talk about this. I have had issues in the last year with students not turning in their own work. It is required that you turn in your own work, that it's original, that it's not the work of someone else. Cheating, falsifying information, forgery, plagiarism, anything like that won't be tolerated. And there will be sanctions for academic dishonesty. Now, this is at the discretion of myself. Generally, what I do is when I find it, I just give you a 0 for, you and whoever else turned it in. I don't even talk about it very much. I just tell you your work looks exactly like someone else's, and I'm giving you a 0, and end of story. If I feel that it was egregious or that it happened more than once, I will just send you right to the dean, and I will not deal with it anymore. So the dean can then take whatever action that she sees fit. Okay. Lastly, let's see. Coming down to assistive resources. If you have a documented disability or any kind of special learning need and need to request accommodations, you should connect with Ann Wilson. She is the coordinator. She is in room A1317 or at extension 3960. You want to do that immediately if this is something that you need, because there are steps that we need to take to make sure that we take care of any accommodation you want, and the sooner the better. Okay, so that is about it. You can pretty much read through the rest of this at your leisure. Just last thing, one time I want to just make sure you understand. I would really like to, if you're going to email me, please email me through your student email, then I know who you are. I also know it's you emailing me and not your mom or your wife or your, maybe you've got a high school kid who's checking up on you. I don't know. But anyway, emailing me through your student email really makes me feel like it's you. And then lastly, please email me at michelle.whitman@kishwaukeecollege.edu. I do not answer the D2L email. Okay? All right, thanks. And really try and enjoy this class. PowerPoint is a fun class. It really is. I know this whole syllabus part sounds very dry, but PowerPoint is actually a very creative program, and you can have a lot of fun with it. So try and enjoy it, relax, and have a fun time with it.